Hey, everybody.
Terrible.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mask Off Therapy. We got Kyle over here. We got Jeff right here. We got Josh. We got control over fucking everything else. It's all good.
Fucking everything up. No, seriously. Welcome to another episode of Mask Off Therapy. Thank you guys for joining us. Brought to you by DSA, Live Canvas Tattoo, Next Level Clothing, and Trail Mix Beats. Super excited for today's episode. We got a very, very special guest, Mr. Kyle Durrant. He is the owner of Cascadia Axe here in the Valley. Real quick, I've only known this dude for a short amount of time, but every time I get around him, he's full of energy. It's contagious. I really enjoy the environment that they've brought to the Valley. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and tell you guys a little bit about himself.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate you guys having me on.
For sure.
I mean, I guess firstly, it's not just me. So I am an owner and a founder. Bird, my wife, is really pivotal in the front end of stuff. Absolutely. And then we have two other owners, Scott and Mo, that have helped us out a ton too. So we all kind of come together for that.
Right. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologize.
No, yeah.
I wasn't trying to make it a one-man show.
You're the face now, so
right. Yeah, I am too. Yeah, that's it. There's one chair.
It is a team effort down there. It's a really cool place. So
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna lose my train of thought a little bit, anyways. There, but.
It's fine. We're all stupid.
So yeah, we got axe throwing going. We're trying to get a tight knit community of other businesses and makers in Southern Oregon, right, kind of together and support each other. So we work with like Outsider Coffee, and Scott runs Clever Grain and does some woodworking and furniture building and stuff like that. I have my workshop. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
definitely a man of many talents. You guys got a lot of stuff going on down there. Just walking into the building, you get that feel, and you can see that everything has its personal touch. Tell us a little bit about the woodworking side of the business, even the metal fab side. And then we'll kind of dive into the blacksmith portion.
Okay. So yeah, I was a contractor, much like you, for a long time. So I've got a lot of those skills. And so building the space out, excuse me, I wanted to just have that specific kind of reclaimed theme. And also I was trying to do the best I could with what I have.
Right.
You know, I'm not a wealthy person at all. So it's important to me to like use recycled stuff, take opportunities that I can, take help from as many people as possible to make the best thing I can with what I have. So, and it's kind of cool though too, because it works out in the end.
When you get into the building, you can definitely feel, like I said, the personal touch on everything. The details throughout that place are fucking insane.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean, from every little wall has its own little personal touch, and like the staircase, the fucking, all the throwing lanes, all the way down to the scoreboards.
Yeah. So when we were researching other axe throwing places, we noticed that it was just really, really similar stuff. They were using chain link fence, they were using OSB all over the place. And it really, at that time, when you looked at one, you were pretty much looking at 100 other axe throwing venues. And so we wanted to do something that was just a little more special, you know, a little more interesting than just standard building materials kind of a thing. So and it was really a chance for me to just build something that suited my needs specifically. So everything kind of, it was a really fun project to do all the design work and then make it happen.
And it was cool that you have this overall vision of the building, but you said that you took it a little bit at a time and were able to just kind of have fun with it, which is really inspiring.
Yeah. It's super important to me to feel like a free human being.
How did you get into the axe business?
I know it's so. It's
I didn't
so
want to
weird.
ask you that, but you know.
It's okay. It happens. I'm an expert. So I grew up in kind of backwoods Washington, northern Washington, and so I was a weird backwoods mountain kid. We did archery and we threw knives and made slingshots, and just that was the kind of shit we did. So I've really been doing this stuff
Turn it back on.
for fun for
It's not recording.
from forever as a child.
Hit the record button on top.
It just wasn't until I saw actually a tattooer friend of mine on his Instagram feed. They went to a place, and I saw that target, that WATL target, and was just like, oh, that day I had one in my backyard like that next to my archery target, and that kind of was it from there. Then
Just kind of grew on you.
yeah.
That's what's
And
about.
Did you immediately, was there like axe throwing places around there? Around where you lived?
No, everything I did was all just like, we had
Just like homemade shit?
yeah, we lived with a big farm, so it was just,
Like, I
we
got
had
this piece of metal. I'm gonna throw it.
yeah.
I'm gonna hit something with this
Yeah,
shit.
we were stealing lawnmower blades off the neighbors' lawnmowers and shit when I was 11 years old. Like,
Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
make a sword.
I was a degenerate.
That's crazy. That's
Uh.
cool though. The well, your style has definitely evolved from fucking lawnmower blades to
Yeah.
to
This one
this.
right here was actually used to be a lawnmower.
I mean, that's pretty fucking wild.
Thank you.
And you guys have taken the axe throwing to a different level too, like in the community with the league stuff. I mean, you guys are part of like a big organization, the WATL.
Yeah. So we get our affiliation with World Axe Throwing League, which is, if you watch ESPN and you see axe throwing on ESPN, which it is, that's the organization that we're a part of. So we're able to do league at our facility, but you're also competing with
The nation.
the world. And then there's people all over the world that are doing this, that I can look at my score next to a guy score in
shit.
Ireland.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
think it's pretty incredible. And then, you can work your way up from our place and go to regionals and worlds, and the whole is wild.
Do you ever throw in any of those other tournaments or any of the other venues?
I haven't been able to travel.
How good are you?
How good are you?
How good
I
am I?
think he's trying to test you.
I
right
think he's
now.
calling.
I don't know. Oh no, I think I'm 108th out of 3,572.
Oh,
I
he's
do
throwing
know
it
that
out.
number.
shit, Josh.
Not
He's
bad.
throwing the stats out.
No, you were the one asking the question.
You
I
wanted
just
to smoke. You got it.
You're supposed to try to set me
I
up
just
to
translated.
look as humble as possible here,
Yeah.
man.
Out of 1 million, I'm
what's your
top
rank,
10.
Jeff?
In our tournament, I don't know, but we can find out real quick.
Are you good?
Pull up the stats.
Jeff's
Joe.
getting better.
Is Jeff good?
I'm getting better.
He's got some potential.
He better be fucking working out those muscles for nothing.
You were like, "Ugh."
I was
Like
doing
Thor.
all right, but I had a little one-on-one coaching, and it's like golf. So I have a whole new set of stance now, whole new fucking grip
we see
on
your
the
stance?
handle.
Give us,
Here you
stand
go.
up.
This is
Show us an example.
Here, let's see.
Give us the
It's
demonstration.
interactive.
Don't throw it into the wall, but
Handle with care, bro. This is the that's the granddaddy right there.
It looks a little something like this. Kill shot.
so you want to flick it?
Yeah.
Now check this shit out though. This is something he's made.
Get closer, right up on it.
You're good right there.
Without beauty.
Dang, if that ain't a piece of art, I don't know what is.
Pretty fucking cool, man.
Would you just look at it?
Look at that thing's beautiful.
Stroke it, why don't you?
Oh, please don't.
Yeah, you gotta take that home with them.
He's gonna wax it for you before you bring
I
it
know.
home.
So there's also a pretty cool story behind every fucking handle, which, I mean, like, if you go down to league night, Kyle's been making axes and handles for the league members. Everybody has their own kind of personalized thing going on, and it's really cool to just bullshit with them and hear the fucking story behind it. And we got the maple leaf one.
Japanese maples, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's very, very inspiring.
How long does it take you to make one? Depending on design, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
So depending on design,
like
I mean,
average, I would say.
so,
Kind of one of those questions, huh?
no, it's fine.
How much for a medium tattoo?
How much for a medium-sized tattoo, man? Like how big? How big are you talking? Size of my hand?
This big.
Sir, your hand is not a valid unit of measurement. Okay. So something simple. I could do just like a straight hickory handle on something cool that I'm like in 4 or 5 hours to.
So there's some time that goes into this for sure.
Yeah. So for this project on the end right there, I'm in to that project nearly 170 hours.
1 year, folks.
No, not a year. But that one's kind of special. That's a
Yeah.
really intricate technique. It's a really specific. It's called Hakone Yosegi. It's a Japanese
Wait, what?
woodworking mosaic woodwork technique.
What's that show on Netflix? Forging or something or whatever?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me if I'm going on Forge and Fire. Don't ask me. No.
We need to get this guy on there. No. Forge and Fire and woodwork.
But I do blacksmithing as well. So
That's what's
that one in the center there is actually a head that I forged. These others are just like vintage.
You forged this head.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, damn,
Taking
sharp, boy.
a
Damn.
block of
Watch
steel
yourself.
and making
Oh,
that
watch
shit
yourself.
is really fucking cool.
Yeah, there's something pretty powerful about using fire and sweat to manipulate something so immovable like that. Yeah.
So
Chief head on.
with the axes and stuff like that, and I know, did you make the blade and shit on that knife?
I did, yeah. So it's a Sanmai. It's 3 pieces of steel, so it's got a high carbon bit in the center, and then 2 pieces of low carbon steel forge welded to
That's
it.
crazy.
Out of a lawnmower blade.
That's not a line plate. Oh, you're ruining my reputation. You're not helping out the price point on that knife right now, man.
That's where you step in and you're like, no, actually, this is fucking meteorite metal and shit.
This is known steel. This is 1095 high carbon steel bit.
Dang, you hear that?
You fucking hear that shit?
Yeah.
Real quick, where could somebody buy a piece of this?
So, at the moment, I got a lot. So I got a lot going. We kind of covered some of the stuff. The axe throwing venue is going. I have a whole manufacturing side where I'm working on getting geared up to actually manufacture my own Cascadia axe heads in bulk, because there's a lot of places that want them.
Yeah.
And a lot of other cool makers. I'm a part of a community. I don't stand out. I don't stand alone in what I'm doing here. There's a bunch of really cool guys that are real similar to me, and they want good, high quality, made in America axe heads.
Right.
You can't find it. So that's kind of part of the dream too, is to have the axe throwing thing going, manufacture a really good, high quality axe throwing head for the axe throwing community in general. I'm huge. I just want to build communities. That's what
No, you're on your way for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely happening. So would you sell your head separately than the handle, or do you sell the whole package deal?
So
It's like skateboards,
it would be,
you can do both.
yeah, totally. It would be a little bit of all. I would
Nice.
have loose heads to offer for a maker or somebody who just wants to try to hang an axe themselves.
Nice.
And then have them to use on my own stuff, and that's kind of the dream for all of that.
That's
but
cool.
if you wanted to get a hold of me and buy something, you can either email me at kyle@cascadiaaxe.com or Instagram Messenger is usually me.
Yeah.
If you're messaging Cascadia and it's just at Cascadia Axe. And we can kind of talk about, I mean, you guys know you got to do a little bit of a consultation with this. If it's something that I've made previously and I just have a price tag on, that's one thing. But if you want something that has,
Some custom made.
not pot leaves, but Japanese maple
Yeah.
leaves on it's like doing a tattoo consultation. Was talk about what you like and what your budget is and go through all that stuff. So that's kind of works similar to getting the tattoo. I was a tattooer for 6-7 years, so who would have thought?
Ooh.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you actually did some good work. I was checking out on Instagram and shit. It's I know something that you eventually will get back into, something you have a lot in common. You guys are all really good artists. Everybody knows Live Canvas Boys.
He's the
fucking
best.
get down.
Yeah.
Trash.
Trash.
Trashy fucking trash.
Expensive fucking trash.
Right? Yeah. Dude.
No.
No, I've looked at a lot of your stuff too, man. You guys, it's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are.
I'm just trying to follow in his footsteps.
Right.
Yeah, so you kind of went through the contractor deal. You got into. I know you went to school for welding,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. So I guess it's called the polymath, right? So I would figure out a way to make a living, but also I am consumed by the need for knowledge and education. If I'm not learning something new, that's what feeds me, probably more than anything else. So I really used jobs and job opportunities to be doing different things and learning more. So I've went from working at costume shops and fabricating costumes to carpentry to auto body and restoring hot rods and motorcycles and did the RCC.
He's done it all.
Yeah, he has.
I
Jack of all trades.
felt lost for a long time. In the moment it felt like I was just floating and fucking up and drifting from one thing to another, and I felt like shit. I felt like I couldn't stick to things. I felt like I had no direction. I felt like I was a fuck up. And then I come out the other side of that now. And I reached this point where I was like, tired of working for other people's dreams. I have my own dreams. I'm an artist. I'm a creative person. I have huge goals and standards that I want to reach and achieve. And I wasn't doing it helping somebody else with their dream. So I reached to that point where I just was like, I have to fucking do this.
And that's one of the reasons I wanted to get you on the show. And obviously in our mask off community, we're big on inspiring others and letting people that are struggling with addiction or have lost their way, mental health struggles, all that shit, and let you guys know that it is possible. It is possible to take that fucking step and live out your dreams, and make a living at it and make a good living at it, and put yourself first. You don't have to be a prisoner to somebody else's.
You don't have to conform.
Shit, Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
man.
Just gotta be good at what you do.
That's exactly.
Don't be shitty at it.
Most of the time,
You just gotta have dedication.
Most of the time, just giving a shit. You'd
Yeah.
be shocked and amazed at how many people go through life and they're doing what they feel obligated to do or what's in front of them, but they don't give a shit about it. So you don't even have to
That's
achieve
like 90% of the people out there.
right? And you don't have to achieve all this excellence. You just, for the most part, just caring is going to set you apart from most people around you.
Agreed.
To begin with.
Yep. Agree 100%. And you can tell that. I think that's why we're all successful. It's because we all care about what we do, and you can tell in our work,
Right.
And it once you put all the other bullshit aside and you start putting, that effort in, things change. Things change. People seek you out. They want to be a part of that. They want to, they want that quality.
Yeah.
And they just want to be around you, period. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's contagious. The energy's contagious. So that's why I enjoy being around all you guys. It's contagious. We motivate one another. It's super fulfilling relationship. You know what I mean? I call it an energy swap.
Energy swap.
Yeah.
Synergy.
Sounds nasty. It really isn't at the end of the day.
I like the sound of that.
So yeah, I felt lost in all of that, but the point of that is to come back and just say, now where I sit, every one of those jobs gave me a skill and knowledge and education to do what I do now. That's all I do. I can combine all these things that I've done over 15, 20 years,
right,
in my own time at jobs and all these things, and I've found the things that I'm passionate about that I can energy swap. I can put all this energy into this project, and it gives a return when I'm finished.
It's awesome.
And it's, I'm a spoiled person, man. Like I live kind of a weirdly Peter Pan-ish life where, I have so much support, so much help. We have really cool employees that are coming on now and helping, like, not just for me, but my wife Bird. Like, I owe everything to that woman. She has taken every risk that I have taken, and risks that I've taken with our family. And we have 3 kids. We're supposed to be grown-ups. We're not supposed to be saying like fuck it and
we're gonna throw some axes.
And let's do this wild thing that is a total unknown.
Right.
But she just supported me. She supported me to go to art school. I was like stay-at-home dad, drive to Grants Pass every day for art school, drive to Cottage Grove every single day and back for tattoo school. She's always there, and she takes up most of the Cascadia Axe throwing side of this business is 100%.
So she's a real MVP.
Yeah, she's super cool. She's funny as fuck too.
There's kind of like a joke in the knife making and the makers community that's like, behind every good maker there's a chick with a real job. and that's kind of how it is. She she kicks
like,
ass.
Fun, honey.
She kicks. I don't know if it's that gracious, but it's pretty close.
Just fucking go.
So she kicks ass with the Cascadia axe throwing side of it, and I do what I can to step in and help her as much as I can. But like I'm like a weird Norwegian bridge troll in my little maker's lair, just toiling away making shit, and she makes that possible.
That's cool.
And the
awesome.
Other people we have around, the other partners, Scott and Mo, and the employees, and like I said, all the volunteers. It's incredible.
Yeah,
we have people who pay to come and throw axes and hang out and do league, but then volunteer their time, and like the amount of support and people that believe in what we're doing is like unreal.
And you guys, I know you guys give back too, with the community and stuff like that, and you guys got your mobile set up, and just yesterday you guys were out doing some stuff for the community. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we last year did this to the 715 youth program at Eagle Point. They do a golf tournament once a year out at Eagle Point Golf Course, and in a fundraiser thing for their program, and I know it helps a lot of kids out and is a really cool thing. So yeah, we have fun doing it, and it's pretty wild to be like on the middle of Eagle Point Golf Course with a big huge trailer with axe targets on it, like throwing axes and shit. It's silly. Yeah, it's silly, but people love it, man.
It's
just
awesome, dude.
It's entertaining, it's different, and it's wild. I love being disruptive like that, and just putting my way and my style or our little thing we do in places that it wouldn't seem to fit, but it totally does.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool giving back to the community like that. I'm sure the kids get a kick out of it, dude. It's
teach these kids how to throw axes.
One thing. Do you see yourself getting back into tattooing?
I do. I do miss it a lot. It's hard to do something like that for, 5-6 years. First couple of years I did that, I was with 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
I was like hot. I was on fire for tattooing, and I did it. It didn't hurt also that I had just spent several years in schools and the certification that I needed to make some fucking money.
Right.
Yeah. So I needed to take care of the family. But yeah, you don't do something like that in depth and then just walk away from it. So I definitely think I will do that. I know my style. I feel like I paid my dues, so I know I'm going to be pretty specific about what it is that I want to do and how I go about it, because I got to balance that. I got to find a way to balance this thing I'm passionate about with this other thing that I'm passionate about, and then leave time for this other thing. Like, yeah, there's a balance there, and trying
spread
to
yourself too thin.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is figuring out how I can make all of these things work and satisfy those parts of myself that I need to do.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah,
balance. It's all about balance. One thing that I like to ask the tattooers.
Don't let them ask you. No.
Tell us your craziest story with a client. Like somebody passing out. I think one of these guys. These guys got some
stories. I don't know if I can talk about them.
This ain't no.
I don't know if I should say.
As long as you don't mention names, you're fine. No, we're gonna go around the table now.
We're going around. Am I starting?
I already told my story.
You got more than one fucking story.
That was the one that I got.
My weirdest one, like weirdest, grossest, or favorite.
Let's do all.
Let's hear them all, bro.
Okay, I do have another one.
Fuck it, we'll
Hear
do
'em
all
all?
three.
I got another one.
All three shit. Okay, I'll try to keep it. So, let's go weirdest first. So I had this guy. He's getting married. He had this ex's name tattooed on his chest right here, and she was like adamant, "I am not marrying you until you get that tattoo covered up." So we go through the thing.
Breaking up with him.
we go through and start doing this cover up. He's getting like a small block Chevy engine over this tattoo on his chest. We get through first session. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the tattoo. He doesn't like the experience of being tattooed.
He's like, fuck this shit.
I don't enjoy it either.
Yeah. So second one, I think his fiance forced him to come back in. So she comes in with him. He's there.
Hold your hand.
We go through the whole thing. We get going. We get started. I touch the needle to him for 15 seconds, and he's done. He gets up. No, he's just like, fuck this. I'm too old for this. I can't fucking do this. And he gets up, doesn't even grab his shit. He just walks out.
Oh my god.
And I never saw him again. His fiance's in there like making excuses and grabbing up his shit.
like,
He's just like, can I pay? She paid me for the session, the appointment, and then that was it. I never saw the guy again. So he's got like half of a really cool small block Chevy with half of his ex's name sticking out of it. That's the weirdest. Grossest was tattooing the guy. Asking, as you do, you gotta make sure they ate. Ask them if he'd eaten. How are you feeling? Okay, he's fine. We get going. I see him going. He's leaning forward. He passes out, and I'm like, shit. I hold him up so he doesn't fall out of the chair, and he starts vomiting.
Oh no.
And so he's a big guy. This is a big guy. So I'm holding his hair.
You like got him up.
I'm holding his hair. I got my hip into him, holding him into the chair, and I reach I grab the trash can, and now I've got this guy like held into the chair, head of hair, aiming him into the fucking trash can, and I'm just, my face, the only position I can be in is 6 inches above the stench that is occurring directly below my face, and if I move, he's just falling out of the chair. And so then I almost puked on the back of that guy's head, man. I'm gonna be honest.
I'd have let him go.
He's like, here you go.
Yeah, dude.
Josh would be like, what? He wouldn't even compliment you passed out. He'd be like, here you go.
So there's the scene. He's puking in the bucket. I'm like, just right above him, just gagging and trying not to puke on this man. Yeah, that was the grossest one.
That's disgusting.
I'm trying to make it quick. And my favorite one, guy came in with his friends, was sitting there. His nickname was Monkey. I kept calling him Monkey the whole time I was tattooing his
Monkey?
friend. Yeah.
We're talking about you, monkey.
Hold on. All right. I hope it's the same guy. I would give anything for it to be the same guy.
I don't know Monkey.
So he's sitting there, and I was just on a tear on wanting to give somebody a face tattoo. I had not given anybody a face tattoo yet. And so I was constantly joking around with people trying to drop the hint that I wanted to do one. And so we get pretty close to the end of the tattoo on his friend, and I was just like, dude, listen, if you let me tattoo a fucking banana on your face, I will do it right now, and I will do it for free. Like, I just want to do just like a 1 inch long little banana. Come on, dude, monkey, dude, come on.
Sold it to him.
Like, there's no way you don't have that tattoo. It's bullshit. And he's like, man, I don't know, my mom might not like that. By the end of the thing, it was just like, come on, we can do it. He's like, yeah, all right, let's fucking do it. Yes! Broke down, set up the station again, and I tattooed this. Beautiful. This is my favorite tattoo I've ever done. Just
funny.
Just a little just tasteful. A little banana, full color, yellow.
Was it peeled?
It was peeled. Nice. Yeah, it was peeled. A little white outline on it. Oh, it was nice. That was my favorite one.
So if you got a picture, let's see it.
Well,
It's on his IG page.
Monkey posted
Shoot
it.
it to us, Monkey.
Yeah. So all right, there's my 3.
Those are good. Mac, what do you
Well,
got?
I don't got
no,
anything.
motherfucker. Let's go.
I don't even got no crazy stories.
You gonna be shy now?
My
He
clients
is.
come in,
He's
they're like,
incriminating
would you like to
evidence.
tattoo me? I'm like, yes. We just tattoo him.
You're just gonna be shy then, huh?
He can't testify against himself.
Josh.
He's pleading the 5th. It isn't shyness. That's the 5th, dude. You gotta know when. 5th.
I ain't trying to get in trouble on TV.
You're telling me Trail started crying when he tattooing his chest, wasn't
Yeah, he did.
he? He started to shed a couple tears.
Oh, he's trying to
He
be
was
nice, man.
begging for that numbing cream.
Oh yeah. Tattoos from Toshka. He digs deep.
I get in there, boy.
I'm like, is this really necessary?
I'm like, I'll make you bleed today.
Are you mad?
You gonna learn.
You know what I mean?
Are you mad at me, bro?
I'll be tattooing people with. I need to get one of these. Tattoo somebody with one of these.
That's what I'm saying. I
Just use the backup.
got Kelly talked into letting me get my first face tattoo. I'm gonna get a
Word.
couple little fucking.
Cross
Banana.
I was thinking a
little
hammer and an
axe.
axe.
Ooh, that'd be dope, actually.
Would be the shit.
I would.
Josh, let's hear your.
All right, I guess I got one more for you. I was working a voodoo convention in New Orleans, probably like 8 years ago or something. Anyway, same time as Voodoo Music Festival, all right? And it's like a weekend long fest. And it's the end of the fucking convention. Hadn't tattooed anybody yet. Fucking dead convention because everybody's at the music festival. So 2 people walk up and they're like, yeah, we want to get these tattoos, some little voodoo dolls or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Where you want them at? And these 2 been like camping at the festival the whole weekend.
Extra
No
clean.
shower.
So they're clean. That's fine.
Fucking 3 days of filth on them, all right? And the dude gets his right under his armpit, and
Nice.
the chick gets hers
On the inside of her thigh.
like inner thigh, fucking crotch
Oh,
region.
man.
So it was definitely not worth the fucking money. I'll just say that. I'll just leave it there. It was not good for me.
So I think that was a disgusting.
Yeah, I'd say it was a gross one.
That is fucking very gross. You ever
I
have
can
you
still smell it.
have any of you guys
It's like ingrained
It's embedded into his
in my
nose.
fucking memory.
have any of you guys ever turned away a client because of something like that? Been like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and pass on this one.
Usually because of people's attitudes.
Yeah,
Because of scent specifically.
yeah. So anything
Hygiene,
that just
scent, and
anything to
hygiene?
just
Yeah.
kind of fucking be like, fuck you, dude, get out of here.
No, but I've actually washed people's fucking. So this dude came in a while back with fucking some pretty fucking stank ass feet, and I was like,
You can smell
"Green
them through the
soaked that
work
shit
boots.
down." I was like, bro, you mean you went and worked all fucking night long, then you come in here? You know who you are, fool. You gonna work all night long, come in and get tattooed with these big ass wool socks on, and then you know I'm tattooing your foot. Why didn't you go home and wash it first?
Oh my god, that was
Why
unexpected.
wouldn't you fucking do?
You know what I mean?
Disgusting.
I mean,
I'm just like, bro.
people come in all the time, like it don't matter where you're tattooing them, like arm, leg, whatever. You go to tattoo them and then you start shaving them and it's like, oh, that's not a tan. That's fucking dirt.
That is fucking gross.
Yeah.
And then you just gotta fucking scrub them with alcohol and then you got like one patch of clean skin.
And you know what? People kind of need to hear this because you do need to
Hygiene first.
take a shower
motherfuckers.
before you come in.
So no, to answer the question, you don't turn people away, but you do.
We just judge them.
You do judge and shame them overtly throughout
Shame
the
them.
You just
session.
sit there and just shake your head at them in fucking disgust and be like,
I can't wait to get done with this motherfucker.
You
You're
and
like,
me.
Stink ass bitch.
and then once they leave, we'd all sit there in the shop and talk so much shit. They're like, bro, I can smell it from my room. I'd be like, do you smell that shit?
There's been a few
right.
occasions where
We're gonna get in trouble.
we're all in
Yeah.
separate rooms and you
That's fucking nasty.
Can I see my
One-
first ox sex?
One thing in your that I wanted to ask you about. I know you guys are into horses and shit,
Yeah.
which I'm not really a horse person. I have some bad stories about horses, and
you get fucked by a horse.
I'm
or
bucked
something?
off.
no, but I've seen people get fucked up by horses.
I've
dude.
seen it on too, yeah.
Like I've watched my cousin get
I watched
kicked
my
right in the
shit
face and
on
shit. And they're I don't like animals that are that big and powerful around me.
Yeah.
But
I better
Oh,
get out
you
of
got
here
a
then,
complex.
dogs.
Jeff
yeah,
got a complex. He just wants to be the biggest guy in the
I
room.
do need to be the biggest guy in the fucking room.
So
Mounted archery.
yeah.
Tell me about that.
So
Just change subject.
we'll go with the things. So my wife Bird has done. Their family was really into the gymkhana and stuff. She grew up in Southern California, and that was the thing to do. So she's.
Drifting?
No, horses. Gymkhana. Yeah,
Drifting
yeah, okay, I'm
horses?
with you.
Come on,
So,
let's go.
So before Gymkhana was drifting, it was road like barrel racing, poles, that kind of stuff. And they just called it
That
Gymkhana.
makes sense.
Yeah. So she always did that. When I met her, she had no horse, and I was
She got one now.
trying to flex. I was trying to be like, this chick, I gotta do something because I ain't it. She's way out of my league.
My
I ain't
mind.
it. I gotta do something big. So no, I paid attention, and she was pretty sad. She missed horses and doing horsemanship and stuff. So we got her a horse. I had grown up around horses. Didn't have good experiences with them. I was afraid of them. I'd been kicked by a horse. The horses would trample my motocross track outside and shit.
Those bastards.
I didn't have a good outlook on horses, but
Glue factory for you.
You're like, stupid horse, trample my track.
but in an attempt to be cool and impress her, I decided I was going to ride horses without saying anything. I was like, I ride motorcycles. It'll be fine. This is totally it's not like a motorcycle.
No.
It's not like a motorcycle at all. But that was a
I
fear.
wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, that was a fear face that I jumped on and was just kind of like, oh, holy shit! I was
this big old beast between my legs.
I was afraid. Yes, in the least sexual way possible.
I didn't go there. He did.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
Can I get? Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
there we go.
There it is. Had to get one of those.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Bird's gonna be so proud of you.
I know she is. That was for you, honey. So she got back into that, and that was really great. Like that, it really is her thing as well. So me being me with the archery and the axes and the knives and the sword, yeah.
Had to throw it
Me
in there
having watched
somewhere.
Lord of the Rings
I was gonna
too
say
many
this
times.
one's gonna be like fucking riding this horse, fucking axes over here, sword over here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
fucking big old
envisioning.
beard.
Yeah, so we tried
Like Gandalf.
to find a way that we could do something as a couple, and we were kind of both getting our jollies at the same time. So we found this group doing horseback archery.
What about
And
horseback axe throwing?
I haven't done it yet, but I'm not gonna tell you how often I lay awake and visualize that exact same thing.
You're gonna need a good lawyer.
Yeah. No.
So do you guys ride through a course or something
Yeah,
and
so
shoot targets, or how does it work?
Yeah, so there's a couple disciplines. There's a Korean discipline and a Hungarian discipline. And Korean, it's a 90-meter track. You run as fast as you can run and shoot targets that are along the side of the course. There's yeah, same basic thing with Hungarian, and then there's some that you're on a trail and they put kind of like a 3D archery course. They put targets out, you know, so you'll come around a corner hauling ass and there's a target there and you got to get it. Like, so you'll be hauling ass, no hands on a horse.
Yeah, and you got to
shooting arrows.
What
as fast
are the
as you can shoot
targets?
'em.
What are they?
So they're a big, you know, they're probably 32 inches and they have multiple rings. So
I didn't know if it was like a little ogre over here, or you know what I mean, some little thing in a tree.
Close. It is the most acceptable form of LARPing, but it is not actually LARPing.
So is there like tournament status shit that you guys are doing?
So we were competing. So again, this is all in our process. I definitely want to get back into doing that, but we did do several competitions with that.
That's cool.
We didn't get in as deep as a lot of people are traveling to Poland and Mongolia to ride horses and shoot.
You got to
arrows.
be on a fucking
Okay.
pretty well trained horse to take all control and just fucking now you're shooting a bow. Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
It's a trust relationship.
That's cool,
for
man.
sure. That's like, you know, a lot of people are afraid of a horse. They don't quite get it, but you wouldn't trust some big dude at 7-Eleven that looked a little bit sketchy to you. You have no trust in that relationship.
Especially if you gotta ride him and shoot a bow.
Yeah. By the time you get to the point where I'm gonna ride this horse running as fast as it can with no reins and no
Right.
control, and trust that he's gonna do his part of the job while I do mine, there's a lot of relationship building in between you get to that point. So yeah.
It's pretty cool. Something I'm gonna have to look into for sure, because I think it'd be cool to watch something like that.
Yeah.
Are you building furniture? I know
So-
you and Scott kind of like tag team some shit every once in a while, and you guys make a pretty fucking cool team too. Like,
Yeah, Scott's killing it.
Scott's very, very talented.
I'm
Clever
s-
Grain, Wood Shop. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Fucking badass artist. All the woodworking stuff like that. Check him out on Instagram. You can look at some of his stuff at Cascadia too.
Yeah, it's really cool to have him in the shop and watch him kind of, you know, get his thing going as well. So it's, you know, I'm not the only one rising up here, right? I want to be surrounded by people who are moving up, and so it's cool because I've learned so much from him on woodworking stuff, and like vice versa with, you know, metal, and just like I said, we do. He's really focusing in on the furniture stuff, and he's doing some really cool epoxy stuff, and you know, a set like a wine caddy and a set of coasters and an end table, and all the shit matches, and it's all color theme. It's just it's good shit. So he's doing most of the furniture. I'll jump in every once in a while on a project if I can, but like, time is
right. You just got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. So I got an ADHD kid too, so I gotta really try to focus my direction, because I'm gonna forge some axes, I'm gonna forge some knives, I'm gonna work on this woodworking project, I'm gonna build a spiral staircase in here, I got a motorcycle that I'm fabricating, and I gotta really work hard to keep my direction.
They're all positive, healthy things that you got going on though, and I respect the shit out of that. Everything is tip top, you know, like I was telling, attention to detail and all that shit. Yeah, if you guys want to go to the coolest fucking adult playground in the valley, Cascadia Axe, and throw some axes, you guys have been open through all the bullshit, which is highly respectful, and I think you're on appointment status.
Yeah, we're doing reservations.
Doing reservation status right now, but go down there, check them out, have some fun. They do the league thing too, which is super fun. Kick back.
Yeah, we're happy to have you, man. It's a lot of fun down there.
Take the time, like everybody down there takes the time, like if you don't know what you're doing, and they will help you and teach you methods and straighten out your throws. I've seen it. The judges just pull people to the side and help them correct their throw, and I mean they're fucking killing it now, and it's really cool. It's a really cool
Congratulations,
environment,
bro.
you know. I really enjoy being down there.
So what's the entrance fee, and like, do you got a timer on you and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so what you want to do if you want to come and throw some axes is go to cascadiaaxe.com. You can book from the website. Right there, it'll show you what time's available. It shows what you tell us when you're going to be there, how many people are going to be in your group, and it basically tells us what's going on right there. So it's really convenient that way. And then there's a button on there you can do your waiver. It's like a one-time waiver. It's stupid.
It's
I hate
insurance.
Do you
it.
have like
Insurance
different
shit.
time frames that you do, like an hour or 2 hours, or is
Yeah.
it just one set time for everybody?
Yeah,
Or can
generally-
you rent, like, can you rent out for like the day? Or?
Yeah. So you can do hourly, and it's usually $30 an hour per person.
Which is
We
fucking absolutely nothing for that much fun in an hour. I mean, if you think about it,
Yeah.
it's a really minimal cost.
Yeah. And then we do a lot of corporate events and parties, less so when all this COVID stuff is happening. But as things lighten up, we'll do a couple of business parties and stuff like that, Christmas parties, those types of things where you can rent the whole facility out and get your whole group down there. And we've got some really good drink options. We get a lot of craft beers and have a pretty cool like rotating selection on that stuff. So it's kind of fun to just have a good beer and hang out and throw some axes.
Staff down there, they have a bunch of like games that you can play that they'll walk you through the games. Like Bird, we rented out the facility one time, and Bird walked us through like our whole group through some games that incorporated everybody into, you know, axe throwing, so everyone's not just kind of like out fucking in their own lane doing shit, you know, like I don't know, there was like 3 or 4 games that we played together that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So it was a good, you know, the environment, it was like good party environment, like everybody was involved.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of places where you walk in and they just kind of, oh, here you go, here's your lane.
Yep,
Peace,
exactly.
have fun.
Don't hurt nobody.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get your safety spiel and all of that, but like you don't have somebody with, you know, paying attention or, you know, getting you started. We'll get people on a couple games. We want it to be fun. That's the whole fucking point,
is.
man. So, you know, people appreciate that too. And a lot of people love that. And it's fun to see people that come back a couple times. They remember the games and they're proud because they know the thing. And they'll bring their friends in and
Look what I can do.
Dude, they'll do our job for us most of the time. They're like teaching their friends the other game. We come back and they're rolling, and it's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really fun to see just this community come up, and there's like friendships, real legitimate friendships. There's people that show up multiple times a week. They schedule their entire lives and sessions around their practice session to come in and throw axes and just
It's fun.
be with their little group. It's so fucking cool.
It blows fucking bowling out of the water, that's for sure.
Bowling is for boomers. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
For us,
Too late.
plug some of your social media outlets and your website and stuff. Tell the people where they can find you, and where they can check out some of your axes and get involved.
Yeah, so the website is just cascadiaaxe.com.
And we'll put some links up to at the end of the show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cascadiaaxe.com. It's Cascadia Axe on Instagram and Facebook. I think I do TikTok too now.
Ooh, TikTok.
It's kind of fun, man. It's kind of fun, actually.
Mac's a real big TikToker.
Cool.
I'm
I'll
trying.
get you on there, dude.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's just kind of time
To get on
consuming.
that train.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's Cascadia Axe Company on there, and also the YouTube channel, which I do my best. I really want that part of this whole thing to kind of blossom as well, but
Right.
I'm gonna have to get to the point where I've got somebody helping me out on that,
It's
because
a lot of work.
because like forging a full thing and like moving the camera and doing the thing, like it is a whole operation. So also anybody that's doing a YouTube channel that's self-filming and doing the edit, it's like I'll do.
Right.
yeah, this all the reason why I sleep like 3 hours a night. Yeah.
I feel you. No, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to document some of that shit too, and get it. We put it on our channel. But thanks for
Yeah,
being
dude.
on the show, man. We really appreciate you
yeah.
coming out, and
Yeah, man.
it was a lot of fun. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel. Tell them where it's at, Mac.
YouTube. Mask off therapy.
Yes.
You know, fucking YouTube.
It's on YouTube. We just
Duh, I know, he did say it.
The,
on
What's for
YouTube.
lunch?
Instagram, Mask Off Therapy. Facebook, Mask Off Therapy.
Let me
YouTube,
let me
Mask
help
Off
you guys
Therapy.
out. The YouTube channel is not called Mask Off Therapy.
What is it called?
Dope sick art.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta consolidate or something.
These people need it handed to them, Mac. Dope sick art.
Just Google mask off therapy.
That'll work.
You'll be fine.
Can you search it in YouTube? Does it pop up?
Yeah, it pops up. That's the way I always fucking went there and find it.
Everybody's telling
Or
me
if
they're
you
having
just
a hard time
once
with
you
it.
find it, subscribe.
People have a hard
to
time
the
because they
page,
pop
Yeah,
mask
once you
off,
find it,
and then that's
you
all
go
they
to
write,
the
and
app
they see future.
and you press subscriptions, and it just pops up
Yeah.
automatically.
And then you'll automatically be notified every time a new episode
You
drops.
motherfuckers
too.
know how YouTube works. Don't
Don't be lazy and don't be
fucking
hating either.
stupid.
If
Asking Facebook questions that you could answer on Google.
if you get
idiots.
lost, feel free to direct message Toshka, and he will walk you through.
I will.
Everything.
Please direct
Personally.
all complaints.
Message
at
the
Josh.
Dope Sick Art page.
He's really good at it too. And
Don't message Josh because he won't reply.
I will never reply.
He's not lying. The motherfucker barely replies to me. But
Y'all got too much going on, man.
no. All right, everybody. Thanks for fucking joining us. Peace.
Peace out.
See ya.